Good afternoon, my name is Ruben Gabriel Hernandez Ovalle. I'm going to talk about key elements of presentation. There are many key elements of presentation, but these are the most important. Know your PAL. PAL means purpose, audience, and logistic. Purpose means the message that you want to give to the audience. Audience is the person and people that are listening the exposition. And finally, logistic. Logistic is all the things that they gonna help us to make a better presentation. Then exist, prepare it adequately, then create a final draft, and there are one of most important element that are arrive early. Why arrive early? It's important. Arrive early. It's important because you can check all that things before your presentation. And finally, practice. The practice is gonna help us because if you practice a lot, it's the only way to reach the perfection.
Hi, my name is Eugenio, and I'm going to talk about planning. Planning is the process of thinking about and organizing the activities required to achieve a desired goal. This goal can be anything, can be a party or can be, in this case, a presentation. And planning is a fundamental property of intelligence behavior. Also, planning has a specific process and is necessary for multiple occupations. Occupations in particular like measurements or business. The most important skills that you have found to planning are communication skills in writing or public speaking. Also, listening is very important because we have to listen the ideas of my team, of the people of my team, because they have many ideas can help to planning more. And the process of planning is choosing destination and evaluating alternative routes.
Presentation can be used and designed for so many different situations. There are three basic purposes for giving a presentation. The first one is to inform, then we have to persuade, and the last one is to build goodwill. I will say the different types of presentation. The first one is the informative, the motivation, the interviews, the persuade, goodwill, multipurpose, sale, training, entertainment, political arena, and image building.
Good afternoon. We'll talk about in communication skill. Presentation are really a very particular form of communication. To be in the concept of communication be defined as the actor and instead of communicator. The important exchange of information, ideas or feelings such as message, letter or telephone call. They are different categories communication. They are verbal, non-verbal, reading, and visualization. Now, interpersonal communication is a process which people exchange information. More than many through verbal, non-verbal, mesh is the face-to-face and communication. Elements in interpersonal communications are the mesh, nudge, feedback, context, channel.
That we chose is practice, physical presentation, and personal presentation. Now, we chose practice because we believe that the presenter has to dominate his topic. If he doesn't dominate his topic, he's going to get more nervous than usual, and the audience is going to notice that. And when the audience notices that you're nervous because you don't know the topic, they're going to start to eat you up, or they're going to lose interest, or they're going to even leave the room. So we recommend to practice, because if you practice, you'll dominate the topic so well that you'll be able to improvise if you forget something, or even if you remember a story or something related with the topic, you will be able to speak it. You will be able to show it to the audience, and this will make it something less rigid, more interesting, and something more fluid. Now, physical presentation, we're talking about what you're going to use to transmit your message to make your presentation effective. It could be a PowerPoint, it could be a blackboard, it could be a whiteboard, it could even be a piece of paper or an object like a cell phone or any other thing. But what matters here is how you're going to use it. What matters here is what you're going to put, so it's going to be something more attractive to the audience. We recommend for you to check the colors, the details of the words. We recommend that you use small phrases that are easy to remember and that impact the audience when they read it, and to use colors that are not too serious so the audience won't get bored, and that are not too bright so the audience won't get the wrong message. Like, we know that we're speaking to adults most of the time, so you use something very colorful, people are going to think they're in a kid's show or something like that. So that's why we recommend to pay attention to the details of your presentation. Now, when we talk about the personal presentation, we're referring to what you're wearing, how your hair looks, if you use a beard, how your beard looks, if you use glasses, how clean your glasses are, the movements of your hands, the power in your voice, the lows, the ups, downs, whatever you do with your voice or with your hands. It's very important, because if you have a decent dressing or a good dressing, you will feel more confident, and if you feel more confident, the audience will notice that, and when they notice that you dominate the topic, that your presentation is decent, and that your dressing is good, they're going to know that you're someone who knows what he's doing. They're going to know that you're someone that needs to be respected. So we recommend these 3 improvements to make your presentation more effective. Now, what we learned through all the classes is that we don't have to be nervous at the audience, that if we follow these steps, we'll be able to dominate them, we'll be able to give an effective presentation, and overall things, not forget that the audience are people like us. They're everyday people, they're not monsters, and we don't have to be afraid of them. So that would be all for our team. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that we could really transmit this message to you. Thank you.